you know what I got, Craig? I
What?
have
But
5 reasons why insurance leads just don't work.
5 quintessential.
They suck, don't they?
Yeah.
Because leads are not the way to get clients, are they?
No. And you know what? Especially when they're bad leads.
Yeah. For all you haters out there, it's like, oh, internet leads this, mailers this. Dude, the bottom line is we have to have leads. We need people. So
Yep.
don't be a hater if you're into mailers. I mean, it's still leads. Even though you want to, tear down the entire forest to get one sale, you can do it that way.
We know at the end of the day, to what you just said, you have to have quotes, right? Like, and the only way to get quotes is to have people.
Right. And you're already paying for the people. So the best use of the person that you're paying, let's say $100 and something for the day, to put as many people in front of them as they can, because then you're getting a better value.
And so I think quote, and you pay them $100 a day. How much did you pay to get that one quote from that person?
$100.
What if they did 10?
There you go, $10.
Oh, wow. That seems better.
That does seem better. So here's 5 reasons why they don't work. Let's dive into number 1.
Yes.
The person doesn't make enough calls. If you're not making enough calls on your leads, then guess what? Leads ain't going to work.
Nope.
Right?
Yeah.
And even so, let's go further down the funnel and just talk about like the quote and the follow-up to the quote and everything.
Yes.
I would say that there's still never enough. Like, so many times I would ask sales agents before it was automated in the agency, how many times did you call that lead back? And it was always like, 6, 7, 8 times. And it would go to find out it was like 3 times. It's like,
usually max cap out at 3, right?
yeah, it's like, dude, call them back, text them, email them. Like, you know what? They don't do it because they feel like they're bugging them, but like, yes, bug them.
Yeah. I remember talking to so many producers and getting them to move past the thing in their head where they say, well, I'm not going to call this one because they just never answer. Well, none of them ever answer until they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
So number 2, the reasons why insurance leads don't work. The team ejects from the phone call, does not stay on the phone.
Yeah. It's like the old saying, never trust a skinny chef. I think you never trust a quiet salesperson.
That beginning of that phone call conversation for any leads that you're buying, nobody wants the quote. Nobody wants to talk to you. Nobody wants to talk to you, right? You're the unwanted guest.
Unwanted pest.
Yes. Unwanted pest. At that point, just stay on the phone. Just keep talking to them. It's so unnatural to do that most people don't do it. But like, that's the skill that needs to happen.
Yep.
Otherwise, those leads are a waste.
Got to flip them from that unwanted pest to the welcomed guest.
That's it. All right. Number 3, does not connect with the prospect.
It's like the one with our wives, right?
Yeah.
We don't connect enough. So
Yeah.
you're going to sleep on your side of the bed.
Yeah. And the thing is that like going through a quote, there's so many pieces of information that you need that it can turn very robotic quickly.
Yes.
So it's like when you're talking about insurance, don't talk about insurance. Connect with the person. And that connection is everything.
Yeah. And they need to be at the height of their emotional game on every call, right?
Yep.
What happens at the end of the day? Well, they're a little drained, they're a little tired. And this is the tough part, is you do not want to be drained at the end of the day, because this is the time of the day where the most action happens.
Yep. Okay. So number 4, the agent talks them out of getting the policy.
Don't you have an example of this happening in my office way back when, and you heard it while we were on a call?
Yeah. And I was like, did you hear that?
What did he say?
It was like at the end of the conversation, and he like said something, and then he said, or I could just call you back tomorrow and you can think about it. And
right.
And it was like, wait a minute. Why?
He like literally closed him. He said it, and then he waited, and then he said, or I can honor all of your excuses that you have right now, and we'll just talk tomorrow.
But then not only did he honor it, he kept like
Are
talking
you sure?
about it. So then I'll just call back tomorrow and then figure it out. And then you can just like, he kept unraveling what he just did. I mean, that's what you hear everybody in the office do. And they don't realize what they're doing, right? They think that they're like, oh, this is going to help them out even more. No, it's not.
Right.
So I'm going to give you the number 1 thing out of these 5 things, right? So what is the number 1 reason why insurance leads suck, even if you get enough quotes? Here it is. Because the agent doesn't follow up enough after the quote and fast enough. This is 100%. Dude, the difference in close rate on this one thing, I guarantee you, if you follow these 5 things, your agents will dominate. But like this one, dude.
Well, this one, everybody listening can think back to this happening. Their sales agent goes out of town to take vacation, whatever. What happens when they get back? Dead, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, their pipeline's dead because all those people who they needed to follow up with during the time that they were gone now didn't get followed up with enough or fast enough, and they're all gone.
Yep. And this is the number one thing. Write this down right now. I will today change my CRM to follow up with every single day. Well, it's going to annoy them. They told me to follow up next week. I don't care. We beta tested this.
Yep.
Like so many tens of thousands of times. Like they need to follow up every single day. 80% of a conversation will be lost within 24 hours. That is like science right there. So they're not even going to remember
and
why
the rest
they
of
told
it, like
you.
in the next 48 hours is gone. So they have nothing after 3 days.
Yeah. And for us, it might be a lot sooner.
5 minutes for me.
Right. So that's it, dude. Have your agents follow up every single day. So now you know the top 5 reasons of why leads don't work. Flip those around. Actually do those 5 things, and now leads work. Now you just need to put a lot of those leads in front of your agents, and then guess what happens?
The magic.
2 months later, you're selling a lot of policies.
Yep. You get through the dip, and then it just...
That's it. So if you like this, please subscribe, and we will see you soon.
Hey, don't we have a web page?
You can't end a thing quickly, can you?
Bye, everyone.